in this comprehension, there is a capacitor C3 in the circuit. There is a capacitor C3 which can be varied. It has variable capacitance. And a graph is plotted between potential difference V1 versus C3, where V1 is the potential drop across capacitor C1. Now it is said that electric potential V1 approaches on asymptote of 10 volt as C3 tends to infinity. That means C1 becomes 10 volt when C3 is equal to infinity. So if C3 is infinity, V1 is equal to 10 volt. Now as C2, C3 are connected in parallel, so if C3 is infinity, this capacitance becomes infinity. As the capacitance becomes infinity, potential difference across it, V3 is equal to whatever be Q, Q by C2 plus C3 or Q by infinity, or that is equal to 0. So potential difference across these two capacitors is 0. So whatever is the potential difference V1 is the potential of the battery. So potential of the battery, here from we can have V is equal to V1 is equal to 10 volt. And in question 1 it is asked EMF of the battery. EMF of the battery is equal to 10 volt. Now we need to find the capacitor, the value of capacitance C1 and capacitance C2. Now if we notice in the graph, when C3 is 6 microfarad, potential drop across V1 is 5 volt. So let us write it. Now we know V to be equal to 10 volt. This is C1. We have C2 and C3. It is given that when C3 is 6 microfarad, C3 is equal to 6 microfarad, potential drop across C1 is 5 volt. As potential drop across C1 is 5 volt, potential drop across C2 and C3 is also 5 volt. So as these two has same potential difference, then one more thing is there. In the question it is said that when capacitance C3 is 0, then V1 is 2 volt. Now we know C1 has 2 volt when C3 is equal to 0. This is C2. This is 10 volt. So here from we can conclude that potential drop across C2 is 8 volt, because 8 volt is 10 volt minus 2 volt. 8 volt is the potential drop. And as we can see, C1 and C2 are connected in series, and potential drop across C1 is 2 volt and across C2 is 8 volt. And as they are connected in series, charge on both of them is same. So Q is equal to C1 into 2 is equal to C2 into 8. Or here from we have C1 is equal to 4C2. So if we use this formula here, C1 is equal to 4C2 or C2 is equal to C1 by 4. Now in this particular expression, C1 by 4 and C3 are in parallel and C1 is in series with that. So equivalent capacitance of the circuit we can have C1 into C1 by 4 plus C3 by C1 plus C1 by 4 plus C3. This is the equivalent capacitance of the circuit. If let Q1 be the charge on the capacitor, then Q1 is equal to C1 C into 10 volt. This is one relation. Now, we need to find the relationship between C1 and C2, which can be obtained from here. Now, total charge, here we have Q1, let C2 has charge Q2 and C3 has charge Q1 minus Q2. So here from we have Q1 C1, Q1 is equal to 5 C1, Q2 is equal to 5 into C1 by 4, and Q1 minus Q2 is equal to C3 into 5, where C3 is 6 microfarad, so 6 into 5 microcoulomb or 30 microcoulomb. Now let us put the value of Q1 and Q2. It is 5 C1 minus 5 C1 by 4, or here from we have 15 C1 by 4 is equal to 30, or C1 is equal to 30 into 4 by 15 microfarad, or C1 is equal to 8 microfarad. So 8 microfarad is the capacitance of C1, and here from we can write C2 is equal to C1 by 4, that is equal to 2 microfarad. So other two parts of the comprehension. Second question says the capacitance of C1, that is 8 microfarad, and capacitance of C2, that is 2 microfarad.